Hi, my name is Marcus Omar Squires, and I am working on my abandoned home here on Willcox Street in Petersburg, Virginia. I bought this abandoned home not quite a year ago, but almost a year ago, and it has come quite a long way. I was hoping to have power on by now, but hopefully I will have power on in the next couple of weeks. But here, let me backtrack a little bit. In the fall, I was working on the house. I just didn't get around to uploading videos, but I did go up on the roof just to make sure everything was okay. I am going to put another coat on the roof. But in the meantime, I decided I was going to go and repair the chimney stack on the original kitchen house. So I went up, replaced some of the bricks, I parged the chimney stack, and then I proceeded to cap the chimney. But my camera ended up dying, but I ended up coming back later that evening to record the chimney stacks all capped off. So hopefully that will hold up for the next couple of years and I won't have any issues with that. I then went and decided to clean up some of the trash outside. I decided I was going to save the sink, but I did get rid of the old cabinet. I then went throughout the house and removed some of the remaining pieces of furniture just to get all that out of the house. And if you remember the front room, it looked like it was in the best condition out of all the rooms in the house. I removed the paneling from that room. And then I ended up removing the linoleum from the floor, and I noticed that a couple areas over by the front wall were sort of squishy. So I ripped up that part of the floor, and after ripping it up, I realized that there was a small pond under this front room. So after cleaning this up, I decided that it was very important for me to go back outside and ensure that the water was draining away from this part of the house. That way I can continue working on saving this house. I did come out during a rainstorm just to see how the water was flowing in the yard, and I actually ended up finding an old drain in the front yard. So I then turned my attention to digging out the front yard to ensure that the water was draining properly so that the underside of the house would dry out. There were still a ton of vines that were just growing on the actual ground even though I had been mowing this. So I ended up raking up a lot of those vines and just digging out the old drain. So I ended up finding an old cement drain on the side of the house and just spent the weekend digging that out. During the same weekend, I ended up coming out to the house and finding that somebody had contributed to my trash pile. So I wrote a Facebook post and I had a response from Nick. He's the owner of a company called Carnex, and he had his van actually stolen out of Hopewell. And some of his belongings were found in the dumpster. I ended up calling the Petersburg police. They have decided that they're going to start doing more patrols of the area. Nick came out and he found some of his personal belongings that he actually wanted to salvage from the dumpster. I decided that I was going to clean this up and get this dumpster out of here so nothing like that would happen anytime soon. I also ended up hiring Nick to install the new electrical system in this house. So hopefully the power will be on in the next couple of weeks here, thanks to Nick. And hopefully nobody else will dump anything into the dumpster, as the dumpster should be gone by the end of this week as well. An engineer from Carnex came out and they gave me two options. I opted for the second yellow X for the new location of the panel. So hopefully after the permits are approved, the panel will be moving from this old dog trot or breezeway to the front living room. In the meantime though, I do have some cameras set up, and I have been using lanterns to work in the house at night. since my permits for the restoration have been approved by the city. I've ordered quite a bit of wood to come to the house, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll be putting out another video to talk about some of those renovations at my property here on Willcox Street. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. I know I haven't put out a video for quite some time, but I've gotten quite busy with life, and the seasons have changed. I've taken on additional jobs to help offset the expenses. Saving an abandoned house is not very cheap. I'd like to thank you all again for watching, and thank you for any stars that may be sent my way. Again, thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.